There is no secret academy. There's no secret academy to save the world. There's no or protect everybody from the Illuminati, protect everybody from me. There's no neighborhood watch where you sit down and hack people's phones. That's illegal. Where everybody just watches, and if you see that person doing something, then you call the police. That's already, but it's a trap. It's a trap. Like, they started that with the kids in my program. They said, Derrion's being robbed. He's going, come watch with us, right? Come watch his phone screen, or I don't know if they're watching Starlink. And it's a trap. And you're abused. Then they're sitting here saying, Derrion's this, Derrion's that. And when you realize that I'm not, you get punished for it. That's how the concentration works. They're using that to concentrate the kids in the community. They're targeting the Vietnamese community mostly into sex slavery. That's what they're doing. Because then you have to basically change your thought process. You have to think, no, he's the worst basketball trainer in the world, or no, he's a horrible person, right? He's not good at this. He's not a businessman. He can't do anything, right? And it sucks because I'm pretty much one of the best at anything that I do. That I was talking about earlier, make you pay for being better than us, right? And what that meant was they're making me pay by taking the kids that are in my life and punishing them for me being better than them at the things that I do, right? But the thing is, they don't want to let the kids go. So I have to keep fighting. And I can't do anything, I can't try anything without ending up being one of the best at it, unfortunately. So now they have people watching, and they're being punished for it. That's pretty much the whole entire thing in a nutshell. So again, you got the look up Klux Klan neighborhood watch, right? You'll see that's what they used to do. They'll go and they'll grab people, come join our neighborhood watch, right? And that's what they're doing behind the scenes, watching me. But it's concentration, it's torture, right? And if you can't, you don't have the thought process that they want you to have, then you can get killed. But either way, even if my phone's off, well, actually, they do this thing. They were saying, we hacked your phone for a reason, forcing me to have my phone up so people can watch this, because they were enslaving me, and you guys are the viewing party. It's like a public lynching on my behalf. But the viewers are being concentrated into sexual slavery. They're trying to do this to the entire Asian community. They were doing it to parents too. They're bringing in parents, and then they'll take the kids, and they'll start sexually abusing the kids in front of the parents, right? And the parent can get killed. That means the kid can't. So while you're watching, if you do get caught up in a situation, because they're going to use your friends, family, anybody they can to funnel you in to a situation where you're watching my phone, know that, by then you probably have been told all kinds of things about me, or you may not have, right? If you haven't, and you just know me as me, then you're going to be punished for knowing me as me, because they're going to say, you can't laugh at that, right? By that time, they'll already be listening to you think. So here's what you're not allowed to do. You're not allowed to think I'm cool. You're not allowed to think I'm funny. You're not allowed to think I'm intelligent. You're not allowed to think I'm creative. You can't enjoy anything that I do or say. You can't see me as your savior. You can't know that God is inside of me. You can't see me as Christ, right? I said that already. Christ is your savior. Christ is Messiah is savior. You can't see me as anything like that. And you'll be sitting here while I'm trying to preach to everybody out there. And it's a situation where they don't want me to be able to put information out because, they don't want to put information out because they want to be able to rob me of everything and get away with it. Neuralink just broadcast this as if they're saying it as me, right, to other people. It says, Elon Musk says I have to have a certain personality, and if I don't, then everyone on Earth can die. That's what they said. They narrative jack. If you have Neuralink inside of you, the new Klux Klan, right? You have Neuralink inside of you, and you think something, and it goes against what they want you to think, but they don't have anybody there to bully you or to concentrate you, then they'll just go with whatever you say, right? yeah, we agree. And then they'll start giving you more information on it. And you got to think about it like this. If you have that information already, if you knew already, why didn't you start off with that, right? Don't let the supernatural voice tell you to go anywhere. Anybody. Like, there's people out there right now who are abusing kids who, think Neuralink's on their side and are going to die, right? There's plenty of them. And all you're doing is just ruining somebody else's life. And, I mean, you get that little fulfillment out of it, but you more than likely had a life already. And I'm not saying you wanted to be in this situation. I'm not saying you want to be in this situation, but you'll have people around you who, you'll have some around you who want sex more than anything. There are some people involved with this who are screwing over everybody else because that's what they want to do. That was some of the original guys, and they're not gonna turn around, right? Those are the ones who are gonna do it no matter what, right? Unfortunately, you have some who are doing it because they don't want to get in trouble, so they rather help take out the entire government and genocide an entire race, right? Yeah, or a race of human race, right? There's people who are willing to do that, and then it's like you have that one person in the room with a gun, and you can't just sit there and say, "All right, let's break out of this." No, everybody, the kids are down, right? But the thing is, they've tried sometimes to where you have an adult say, "All right, let's get out of this," and if the kid says, "Okay," then that kid gets punished because it was a setup. That's why it has to be me. That's why you have to be with me, because I'm not doing it, right? If I'm in a room and you got a kid and the kid comes in and says, "I have to give you a blowjob," they're not allowed to say blowjobs. It has to be as disrespectful as possible. So they're gonna say, "I have to suck your," right? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to say, we're going to get out of here. They're not going to kill me, right? So that's what I'm saying. And know that, they're funneling everybody in. You can't see me as cool. Elon Musk wants to be me. That's really what it was. I had people who were willing to have sex with me. He said, well, I'm going to copy everything he does. He didn't know that he had the ability to just post, "Someone come to this address, I want to have sex." And he would have had a line of people because he's rich, right? He didn't have the personality, but he had influence, right? Because of Tesla and SpaceX, right? And not just that, though, the intelligence, not just that, because everything he did before, everybody was doing it for him, right? He had never built a business. He had never been able to, he didn't understand the foundation of a business, starting it. I'm going to sell this, make profit, and I'm going to build this with my profit, right? He understood it as, I have an idea, somebody give me a loan, and I'm going to use that loan to hire somebody else to do what I want, right? So he had no foundation, and they're learning that from me because I'm doing it right now. They're learning how to build like a foundation. Like I said yesterday, somebody gave me $1 million. I'm going to turn that $1 million into $10 million, right? And I don't mean a $10 million company. I mean $10 million in profit, right? So it'll probably end up being like 15, if that makes sense. He didn't understand that. He's learning that from me right now. But that's what I'm saying. He wanted to be me. He enjoyed watching my phone screen. And now the people he had helping to take me out, because he's going to shelve me so he could be me. And the people he has helping to take me out help build the extortion and sex trafficking ring that we see today. And to reward them, they're attacking the Asian community, and they're being paid in sexual services from the Asians, right? And then since they've sworn to evil, they're trying to be as up as possible. They want to punish me, so I had to pay for being smarter than Elon Musk. I had to pay for having a better life than him. That's what they said. And that's what I'm fighting against, because I was going to be able to take over the world. I said that when they gave me the truth serum. Take over the world as an entrepreneur that did positive things. And he is the opposite of me. This was going to be my capital area. Fountain Valley, Huntington Beach, Westminster, Garden Grove. I was going to do a lot of good for it. So he's doing the opposite. He wants to tear it apart, sex traffic all the kids, because the kids would have loved me. The kids would have got a lot out of me. So he's doing the opposite of everything, right? With Bollocksy, they're using all of my marketing strategies, anything I do, to lure people. You too, Happy New Year. To lure people in to be sex trafficked, right? That's what they're doing. As far as the Ballixy app, they're doing it was a basketball meetup app. I was going to redo it. They're doing a sex trafficking meetup app, pretty much, using Neuralink. Like, they have the markers on everybody with Neuralink inside of them. You understand? So that's what we're going through right now. So that's why you have to find me, findchrist.me. I'm about to head over to this hotel. I'll post it so everybody knows where I am, my room number. I'm not really tripping. I'll put the room number out there. It said I can't be Derrion because there's a new Derrion. And the new Derrion is a collection of people. Remember, this whole thing is, they said I couldn't have the legacy that I was building for myself and be an individual black person. Right? They said I couldn't be as smart as I am and be black. Right? Too intelligent while black. That's where this started. That's why I was enslaved by the Ku Klux Klan Invisible Empire in the first place. And then obviously Elon Musk bought me in the slave auction. And then he formed his pedophile club, said I had to have a pedophile club as my staff to share my life with, which means they would have been copying me. But they made deals. So they made deals with the Neuralink devil character and Elon Musk. Not the actual devil. He's with me, right? He was with me, God's with me. We were going, I was being recruited for the war of good and evil, so I was the one who was taking my side. Elon Musk trapped him inside of me and robbed everybody and robbed the Klux Klan Invisible Empire. Now he has a new Klux Klan. So these guys are basically worshiping a human being, Elon Musk. Now, the deal, I was just thinking, like the basketball trainer, his deal is superior basketball training ability. So he watches me, copies everything I do, right? And then sex with the kids that they're raping. And then they came and invaded the schools, got coaching jobs, got basketball training jobs, so Mountain Valley, Westminster, Garden Grove, Los Amigos, and I think some more as well. But yeah, so if I assume the image of being Derrion, anything that I'm good at, they say people have to be punished for it. So when you're watching the phone screen, if you see me as Derrion, sometimes even his name, and if I'm not posting anything, they'll force feed you information and then punish you for it. They say you have too much information, right? That's what you guys are going through right now. And remember, they're using all kinds of methods. Like if you have a club, any kind of basketball club, they're going after all the basketball programs, all the basketball trainers, and coaches. They're trying to get everybody to do it. They're trying to enslave, like all the Asian kids mostly. So you'll have the other kids that'll be giving blowjobs to, like, if you have black kids or bigger Hispanic kids. They're doing this to all the Asians. And Neuralink is inside everybody. And they'll have, like, the Asians, like, volunteer to give people blowjobs. They're supposed to pretend like they enjoy it. So that's why you have to be with me. You know what? This is probably the best marketing strategy to get people on my side, to show them this video. And I have to be there, because if not, Neuralink's going to invade you while you're watching it and stop you, tell you, threaten you, or tell you you got to go do something else and have somebody come concentrate you, or go to a parent and have your parent come in and stop you and take you somewhere. Then it'll be a sex trafficking ring. And then it's not just them. You got the police too. So I heard yesterday, a police officer said, "Wait, so we have to give you guys our kids, right?" Because they started academies. The Neuralink had them basically kind of replicate something that I was doing, same age range. Like when I posted that I was going to do it, everybody has to copy me. That's what it is. Everybody in the area has to copy me. Jesus went through the exact same thing. And then everybody works. So, like, they'll follow behind me if I train with somebody. They'll go to them and sexually abuse them, and then tell them, you got to go to Quattro, right? That was actually, they built up Team Quattro off my back. They had a large group of kids who wanted to come to me, and everybody basically just took a deal. And Neuralink's inside everybody, telling everybody how to handle every situation. They're trying to play so alternate universe technology, right? They'll say the alternate universe is invading, but this alternate universe technology, stolen alternate universe technology that I'm supposed to have right now, me, right? Elon Musk is robbing me of everything. I'm supposed to have it. I'm supposed to be the one using it. So everybody holding me down. They're robbing me, robbing God, robbing everybody. But anyway, they want to be able to control every aspect of every life. So it's a multiverse technology. I mean, it ends up being they're building a multiverse, alternate universe combined to this universe. So we'll still live on this universe, but we'll be stuck in singularity with the computer brain interface. Computer brain interface is the filter for the thoughts. So your thought goes into a machine, right? The machine sends it somewhere else. It's not going to send it to a person directly, because the computer brain interface is going to send what they want to the next person. But it'll be judging you and deciding on what happens in your life, right? Just like Elon Musk brags about. He talks about this. He said this is literally what's going to happen. He literally says this is what's going to happen. So if you don't want to end up as a prostitute, because they said they're going to turn this area into the Asian second capital of the world, which they've claimed they've already done, because they're doing some other stuff in Thailand now. But if you don't want to end up in that situation, you got to be with me. Like you're going to get funneled into a program where they tell you have to do it, and if you don't do it, you'll disappear, and your parents will be told that you never existed, or they'll disappear. And then at the end, they kind of coming through and robbing all the parents, all the adults as well, taking everybody out. They're trying to change it, and then the only Asian kids that'll survive will be the ones who are locked up as sex slaves somewhere or in people's houses. This is what they're trying to do. And then when that around the world, they said they want Asians to disappear, and with Neuralink inside of you, nobody, you're going to act like, or they never existed. All right, so I have to survive. So I'm doing the whole entrepreneur thing. I got some bags right here. I got some product. I got one more thing coming in. I wanted to wait until I got it to sell these, but I might just start pushing this stuff early. I gotta get some money. I'm living homeless right now. I'm trying to save everybody. I'm the richest man in the world. My car's in the shop. Luckily, my car's in the shop. I'm getting a hotel right now. I'm walking in that direction. Had one last night. I'm gonna sell this stuff, and if I can get some people on my side, and I get my car back and get a room, then I can literally save people and take them somewhere. And we'll see. I'm working towards it. Get made fun of. So remember, the whole reason for this video, if you get caught up, right, and they're telling you they're going to make fun of me for being homeless, that's what they were doing with the kids originally. They would take the kids, start talking trash on me, and the kids love me, like a lot of them, right? And then they would get bullied for liking me, right? And that was the whole process, and that's when the rape started. They were doing that, pulling out the kids out of my program, and then isolated me completely, hacked my 20 website network, took my clients' web design clients, and now I'm doing this. So I have to build another $1 billion company from scratch. I mean, that one wasn't there yet, but all right. Let me get back to work. Last thing. We've gone over how a lot of people, not everybody, I'm pretty sure there's some entrepreneurs out there who had their own thing, right? But that's what they told me in the beginning. You can't build a company and be the one to run it, right? They said it like that's just what it is, But they say they want to be the one to control the storyline, right? So if you know any of the whole story, you can be concentrated. Or at the end, because they're taking out the kids, they're taking out the police, right? Because everything is going to be martial law. That's what they want. This is throughout movies too, right? The stories of the Bible of good versus evil. These are where a lot of movies come from. But yeah, that's how they plan on running it. And take over the federal government, use the federal government to take out the local governments, and now we got one government here, and we got the wars going, everybody's destroying each other, and then we get one government over the world, right? And then we have the whole singularity thing and Big Brother, like you're monitored by Neuralink, just like we are right now. We have a Ku Klux Klan member, so that'll be a job, right, where you sit behind a computer screen and microphone and monitor people, or you monitor people. Starlink watching this. You have like a command center for that. Then you have the military, right? Then you have the factory workers, right? I think it's like 4 different things. You don't need to have stores because you won't have money, right? Elon Musk wants to control. Actually, I don't know. It may all just be like government stores. You get like they control the rations. Yeah, it would just make sense. It wouldn't be stores because they want to control the rations. But that's what Elon Musk is building, hell on earth, and at the same time, continually taking out everybody until I'm the only person left, and I'm going to sit here and watch the world go down and the human race fall. But I don't do it like that. I'd rather fight back. And what I want to tell you too, I need you to understand this. When I say fight back, I'm not the kind of person. So it's tough to beat Neuralink because they have my mind, right? They analyze things through my mind. They do a lot through my mind. And trust me, I'm not putting myself over everybody in like that much, but I do like analyze things differently than most people. One of the reasons they said I was psychic, right? But it's something that I don't want to lose. I'm not going to lose, right? So I need one person. One person turns to 2, turns to 3, turns to 4, turns to a savior army. It's not that hard. And we could have ended these guys a long time ago. You just had to have faith.